every city and country whatsoever, which shall not do according to these things, shall be destroyed without mercy, with fire and sword, and shall be made not only unpassable for men, but also most hateful to wild beasts and fowls forever. Amen.
All right, the water to all of the brothers for the reading. All praises. At this time, we got something really special for you guys. Everyone, please come to your feet and help welcome the G.O.C.C. Brooklyn Praise Team. Let's give it up, G.O.C.C. Brooklyn Praise Team. Take a look. This is a boom. Gotta go.
All right, Shabbat Shalom. Happy feast day, y'all. All praises to the Most High. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm just happy to see all y'all faces. So we're going to bless the Most High and give him a righteous praise, a worthy praise. He deserves it.
That's right. Come on.
You ready as that? All right. Come on and bless. All right, come on. All right. The praise don't stop. Let's keep it going.
Come on.
We're going to blow the trumpet. praises. Now we're going to continue to stay in that spirit of praise, but worshiping in humility, giving him all the credit he deserves, because he's the highest God. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Come on, sing along. I surrender all to you. We surrender all. Everything I give to you. We give it all away. Withholding nothing at all. We give it all to you. Say it one more time if you surrender all to the Most High. I surrender all to you. And everything we give, everything I give to you. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing with all to you are higher. We give ourselves away to you. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use me. Let's sing along. I give myself away. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can use. One more time. I give myself away. Oh yeah. I give myself away so you can use. One more time. I give myself away. Heavenly Father, our highest shall our high, we come to you as humble servants. I give myself away. Use us so you can use me. I surrender all. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. Withholding nothing at all. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. Withholding nothing. I surrender one more time. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. Pour out your spirit to the Most High and give him a righteous praise. Praise. Heavenly Father, we understand that we are nothing. So we ask you to bless us with the Holy Spirit to use us. All I want is you. All I God. We will sing yes. Yes. Yes, Lord, yes. We will say yes. Yes. Yes, Lord, yes. So every command that you give us a higher, show a higher. If you ask us to put off ourselves and put off our flesh, we will say yes to that, Heavenly Father. Yes, Lord, yes. We will say yes. We will sing yes. Yes, Lord, yes. We will say yes. Yes, everything you ask. Yes, Lord, yes. Everybody sing. Yes. Yes, Lord, yes. All praises to the Most High. Let's give him honor and praise on this holy day, the blowing of the trumpets. It's such a great time to be alive, to be among like-minded people. All praises to a higher. With that same spirit, we're going to praise the Most High. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Let us face our homeland, Jerusalem, and cry out to our King. Cry out to the Most High. Same spirit of praise. With your hands lifted up, we will say yes. Ahaya, Bahashem, Yeshaya, Rawchaa, our Father, who art in heaven. Holy is your name. Your kingdom come, and your will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For we know that you are the kingdom, and to you is the power, and to you go the glory forever and ever. Shemai, Yasha'ala, Ahaya, Alahaya Noah, Ahaya, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha'ala, Ahaya, Alahaya Noah, Ahaya, Ahad, Shemai, Yasha'ala, Ahaya, Alahaya Noah, Ahaya, Ahad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, Ahaya, Ahaya, Ahaya is one. All praises to the Most High. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High. Ahaya in the name of His Son, Yeshaya. How are we feeling tonight? How are we feeling tonight? We are blessed by the best, and His name is. Oh, praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Just look around the room. Look at Yasharala. Look at the Most High raising His people. It's a beautiful thing. My brothers and my sisters looking very beautiful in the presence of the Most High, doing it for the Most High. Right? We're going to continue with the service.
I guess I'll just keep emceeing until, we're going to get it started. Sister Shirley, you don't got a selection, right? We got to. All right, all right. All right.
Test, mic check, mic check. All praises to the Most High. Sister Keisha and Malachi back in the house.
Yes.
All praises to the Most High. Up higher. Brother Rawchaa, can you turn this up a little bit? All praises to the Most High. Testing. Mic check. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
So once again, Shabbat Shalom, family. I'm just going to go through a couple of scriptures before we get ready for tonight's lesson. Like I was speaking about this last night about bringing in the trumpets, the blowing of the trumpets. You keep that music. We were talking about how significant these trumpets are, and how the Most High always uses this specific instrument for order. Yeah, last night we learned that we used the trumpets to gather when we were in the camps, signs of warning, and also when we was getting ready for war. And we spoke about last night being ready for that final trump. But the only way we can only be, ready for that final trump is if we've made that choice and we've atoned for our sins correctly. Right? And I'm going to keep, driving this point home. The only way we can atone for our sins in this day and age is through who? Through who? What's his name? Yeshua, the only begotten. The only begotten. Why? I'm going to go to Colossians. Right? One second. So we're in the book of Colossians, right? Start at Colossians 1 and 3. Start at 3 and 1.
This is the book.
Got a mic check?
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 3. We give thanks to the Most High and the Father of our Lord Rawchaa and Christ, praying always for you. Verse 4. Since we heard of your faith in Rawchaa and Christ and of the love which ye have to all the saints, for the hope which is laid up for you in heaven, whereof ye heard before in the word of the truth of the gospel.
And this can only apply to those who have made the right choice, who have heard the sound of the trump. When we heard this good news and we said, you know what? I got to find me a church in my area. I got to find me a G.O.C.C in my neighborhood. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Which is to come unto you as it is in all the world, and brighteneth forth fruit as it doth also in you. Since the day ye heard of it and knew the grace of the Most High in truth.
See, from the day we heard of it, we knew that this was the truth. Because before coming into this truth, we all, in our different walks of life, we had a sense of a higher power. We believed that there was something greater than us, but we couldn't put our finger on it until somebody directed us to Deuteronomy 28, which ultimately led us to Christ. But continue.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 8.
Right.
Who also declared unto us your love in the Spirit. Verse 9. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you.
You see that? We always praying for each other. Even though this letter we know that is to Timothy, but we could use this for one another. In my prayers, I lift up this church all the time. Because why? This is my family. Christ said it, show me my mother and my father. Those who do what? The will of my Father which is in heaven. And through this truth, I've gained a new family. We could all attest to this. We've all lost friends along the way. We've lost family members along the way. But the Most High is faithful. And he's given us tenfold of what we lost in the world. I don't know about y'all, but I can attest to that.
God.
Continue.
And to desire that he might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. Verse 10, that he might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of the Most High.
Go ahead.
Verse 11, strengthening with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and long suffering with joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father, which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, who has delivered us from the power of darkness.
And only one can do that. Delivering us from the power of darkness. When we